Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the Virus Edition, a.k.a. the Pandy Pods.
A.k.a. two guys, no McDonald's French fries.
A.k.a. two dudes, a lot of good attitudes.
A.k.a. one Salmon Couchy.
Two fans of Fauci. Here we go.
Still fans of Fauci.
Still. The guy speaks the truth and we love it, and that's why we're here.
A.k.a. one egg, four legs. All right, here we go. We got lots to talk about. We get right into this show.
Jump right into
the
this
world is
first story.
happening. This is, we're recording this on Thursday, so a lot of crazy shit could happen between now and Monday. We are acknowledging that. So just know that if we aren't addressing some elephant that now lives in the room that happened Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's only because we're time traveling.
There are going to be flies that are going to land on Mike Pence's head. We may not be there to cover all of them. We'll come back and talk about that on Monday. But in the meantime, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Here we go.
Okay. I don't know why I think this, Randy, but in my mind, Canada is just a nicer, calmer America with better coffee. Better hockey, worse coffee,
right?
And an NBA championship. Am I right?
Yeah. It just
Canada is America with better hockey, worse coffee, and an NBA championship.
That's it. That is.
Maybe it's because we've been there a bunch. We spent time in Toronto before.
It's clean New York.
It's clean New York. We've gone to Montreal. It feels like we're in Europe.
Yeah.
Remember, Randy and I went out. We were at the Montreal Comedy Festival. We were eating dinner outside in an outdoor cafe on a busy street during rush hour on a Friday for Montreal Comedy Festival. And there was so much traffic, not one person honked.
Yeah.
There wasn't a honk.
Just people were like, yeah, I'm sitting in this traffic. This is what it is.
This is what I have to do. It feels more civilized up there. It just does. Like Canada doesn't have a Florida.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some people would say that maybe Calgary is the Florida of Canada, but I don't know.
But we're not saying they don't have dumb people, all right?
No.
Nickelback came from Canada.
Okay.
Obviously, there's going to be dumb people. They're not all geniuses. Well, this next story is here to remind us that not everyone up in Canada is sipping on a Tim Hortons latte, just laughing at us down here.
Right.
All right?
Okay. See what they're doing down in America? No one's saying that.
This is not how we do it. That's what they say.
This is not how we do it.
An anti-masker. At this point, if you're an anti-masker, you're just a moron.
Yeah.
An anti-masker has been charged with breaking federal quarantine rules after allegedly attending a rally in Toronto with 500 unmasked people less than 2 weeks after returning from Canada.
See?
Where did he return from? The Sturgis Festival?
Returning to Canada.
Yeah, to Canada from
somewhere else.
Did he return from the Sturgis?
Had to be from the United States.
The Amy Corona Barrett meet and greet?
That's it. A Smash Mouth studio sesh. Any one of those things could have been super spreaders.
And as I said before, at this point, anti-masker is a synonym for asshole.
By the way, if you start searching super spreader on your computer, get ready for the craziest porn ever. You're going to have to basically wipe everything
down.
You have to wash everything.
Swipe it?
You have to swipe and scrape. You got to scrape it down.
According to Toronto police, a man and a woman, the people who are dumb together maybe stay together.
I guess so, or die together.
They were ordered to quarantine for 14 days after arriving in Canada at Toronto's Pearson International Airport on September 20th. So when you return to Canada,
especially from the United States,
they say lock it down.
14 days, you can't go anywhere.
All right. Why? Because Canada is trying to get COVID under control.
They're actually trying to stop it.
So their society doesn't collapse and hundreds of thousands of people don't die.
Just like we're doing down here.
Right? Police said the man...
I'm sorry. Just like we are going to start doing down here come January.
In a few weeks. A few months. Police said the man who has been identified as King City resident Christopher Sakaccia.
I love Sakaccia bread.
Now, it's the type of bread that no matter how much you toast it, it stays really white. Is that right?
Very white.
Is that Sakaccia
bread? You cannot
bread?
make it dark. You can't darken it anyway.
Turns out it turns a little red.
It does.
It gets a little red, actually.
It does.
He was spotted at the Yonge Street, the big street in Toronto, Dundas Square area, September 26th, so only 6 days after he returned.
That's right.
And was issued a provincial...
Well, to him, 14 is 6. 6 is the new 14.
Well, in Canada... Isn't
that the conversion rate? Maybe it's 2 weeks
14.
down in America, and that's 6.
6 up there. Provincial offense notice.
But it would be the other way around, because Canada's always more.
Right.
So if it's 6...
14...
Yeah, then it'd be like 35, yeah.
So he breached the Quarantine Act order. So there is an act order from this whole country saying we want to be safe. if you come back to
And he
us from
probably
another
breached it
country-
just to hang out with a relative who is maybe suffering and
or
whatnot.
just breached it to go to the store to get essentials. No.
Yeah.
He wisely was spotted at an anti-mask rally along with 500 other idiots.
Yeah.
With hopes of sharing with them whatever he caught abroad.
Guys, I brought something back for you.
Here's
There's
my
a little
gift to you.
something, little something for you.
There's a photo of him at a microphone.
And I hope lots of other people breathed on that thing.
Way to keep a low profile, bro. He was in a tank top too.
In Canada.
In Canada.
In October. In
If-
September.
If
Late
you-
September.
If you're wearing a tank top in Canada near October, you definitely want people to know how much you work out your upper body.
We get it, dude.
You do a lot of concentrations.
You're wearing a
girls.
Kyle Lowry jersey. Fantastic.
Sakatcha Bread, who identifies by the name Chris Sky. Wait,
What?
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
He identifies as Chris Sky? Why?
'Cause
Because he's an out of work DJ?
Is he like a low rent regional wrestler?
Is he transitioning to be an even whiter guy?
That's what he's doing. This guy who went to an anti-mask rally after supposedly having to quarantine for 14 days, but only did it for 6. Christopher Sakatcha identifies as Chris Sky.
Chris Sky, because he's auditioning to be Canada's next big boy band, 36.7 degrees.
Celsius.
That's
There
what
you
98
go.
degrees
There
is.
we go.
Is he an alternate for Canadian Gladiator? I
Chris-
don't know.
Chris Sky is a Canadian gladiator. Chris Sky wins the
Chris Sky, does he want his name to both sound like a WNBA franchise and its top scorer?
Yeah. Could
Chris
be both.
Sky.
Chris Sky. She's unbelievable. Chris Sky has the highest 3-point percentage for being a woman who's 6'10".
Chris Sky is the worst Tom Cruise movie I've ever seen.
I mean, I can't believe, but he did all his own stunts in Chris Sky.
He did.
He went to the anti-mask rally unmasked, and he did his own stunts while he was there.
Well, this guy is crying, and it has spoken out against public health measure. in
He has
Canada.
participated in a lot of events, by the way.
How dare the country of Canada try and protect its citizens?
Yep.
Says Chris Sky.
That's right.
AKA Chris Sakatcha
Sakatcha.
Bread. He's participated in several events advocating against wearing masks, including a protest in Toronto where he boarded multiple TTC vehicles, which I'm assuming are public buses,
Probably.
maskless.
Yeah.
I thought there was no way that I could hate this guy anymore. I hated him for what he stood for.
I
hated
hated
him
him
that
for-
he violated the thing.
I hated the name change.
hated the Chris Sky transition.
That's
I hate
right.
all of it.
But this is a sky too far.
That he's gone a sky too far. He's gone a cloud too far. This guy, the fact that part of his protests were to board these enclosed buses where people probably aren't psyched that they have to be there anyway, but they can't afford their own cars.
And give them whatever he caught in the last 2 weeks.
Like, it's one thing if you go have a picnic and get all of your dumb friends sick and you take out a couple of those idiots.
Hotspot Island, man.
But when you board public transit without a mask and risk the lives of people who most likely, I'm going to say, disagree with you,
Right.
then you need to be taken down.
You are not allowed to call yourself Chris Sky ever again.
No, you're not at all. Police allege that on October 3rd, Sakatcha
Is that Chris Sky? You talking about Chris Sky?
Chris Sky,
Okay.
Sakatcha and a woman identified as Jennifer Sakatcha, no relation.
No way.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. That would be amazing if it was no relation. I want that.
What's
to happen.
her name?
Also from King City, went to a rally at Young Dundas Square.
Can I call her Jenny Ocean?
Jenny Ocean?
Chris Sky and Jenny Ocean.
Was attended by 500 non-mask wearing people. 500 people. That's everyone. 500 people. Just give you a sense of how many people 500 people are. That's everyone in Toronto who thought the Maple Leafs had a chance of making it to the Stanley
And by
Cup.
the way, that is generous.
500.
Mm-hmm.
They have both since been charged with failure to comply with an order prohibiting or subjecting to condition of entry into Canada. They are and for operating a human body without a brain.
Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that up in Canada.
These are the first criminal charges laid by Toronto police since the start of the pandemic for breaking the Quarantine Act. They're the first one.
You guys are the example. Sometimes you got to make the sky the example.
Please let it not be the last.
Mhm.
These charges have not been proven in court. What is to prove?
He walked on a bus. He went out in public when he should have been quarantining. There's nothing to prove.
Unless he's like, wait, Christopher Sakaccia was ordered to quarantine.
But Chris Sky,
he can do whatever he wants, y'all.
this is like his Garth Brooks, Chris Gaines moment.
That's his pickup line, I bet, at bars when women press him on his real
Chris
name.
Sakaccia doesn't want anything to do with this.
Okay, fine. Chris Sakaccia is married, all right?
But Chris Sky
just got out of a relationship.
DTF.
And he's open to anything, baby.
That's right.
Look, Chris Sakaccia, yes, Chris Sakaccia has herpes.
Yes.
Fine. Chris Sky, clean as a whistle.
Wait, but aren't you Chris Sakaccia? Okay.
The man and woman are scheduled to appear in court at the old City Hall, not the new City Hall.
The old City Hall.
November 12th. That gives them way too much time to go back out and spread their disease.
Right. They should have to quarantine between now and then.
They should be imprisoned immediately.
I know we're making fun of this, but this is... we don't know if this guy had COVID. We don't. We know that our president had COVID, and he's still walking
Out
around.
and about. He doesn't
Out
want
and
to have
about.
a debate. He wants to have another rally where he gives it to more people.
All right.
He's the
Support
biggest
that.
super spreader in the country. And then this is my favorite part of the article about these guys. The appeal at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone with further information is being asked to contact police at, and they give a phone number, or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 416-222-TIPS.
By the way, Crime Stoppers sounds like the most Canadian thing ever.
It's like 5 teenagers in matching red and white striped rugby shirts and a St. Bernard. And they're out trying to stop crime.
And they also break dance.
And they break dance and they
Crime
stop
Stoppers.
crime. Crime
Stop.
Stoppers.
Crime Stopper time.
Chris Sky episode.
There we go.
There's your first story.
First story down in the books. When we come back, I have a story about stupid high school kids. You thought these guys were dumb. Stupid high school kids doing something stupid, which is the most high school thing ever. But we'll figure out what that is on the other side of this because it has to do with the pandemic. This is Sklar Country, the virus edition. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We always mention this to you. We've been through another weekend. We sold more tickets for the Live Dumb People Town. If you're thinking about coming, eventbrite.com. Look up Live Dumb People Town November 7th.
There's probably only like 150 or 200 tickets left.
John Hamm, the band Tennis. Get your tickets now.
They're going fast.
All the VIPs are done, so the post-show hang is done. But there are still some tickets left for the pre-show meet and greet, which is super fun. And then groups, couples, Ticket Plus, all that stuff. But it's selling, so get on it now. We want to see you there. Also, our YouTube page. Look up Scarborough Country, and you'll find old episodes of Dumb People Town that we're posting up there, old stand-up, Cheap Seats episodes, tool around. It's a great time killer. You'll enjoy that. Let's jump into this story.
Let's get it. All right. You've got a kid in high school.
I have a kid in high school.
Which sounds crazy to say, just to
Isn't
say
that
it
weird?
out loud.
Just say it out loud. It feels bizarre. But I have a sophomore in high school, and look, we did stupid stuff in high school.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to lie. We did really stupid stuff. And we knew other people who did even more stupid stuff than we did. Friends of ours, friends in college who talked about the things they did. Our friend Marlon Stone went to Michigan with us, lived in Detroit. He had such a bad relationship with his PE teacher, who was also the baseball coach, that their team went to the regional, actually made it to the regional championships. Sectionals. They were playing on their home field. And the night before the sectionals, Marlon Stone went to the pitcher's mound and planted a tree, which they had to then dig up. They almost had to forfeit the game. That's stupid.
Stupid, but also hilarious.
It's stupid, but it was kind of funny in a weird way.
High school kids are dumb. They're smarter than we were when we were in high school.
But that doesn't mean they don't do dumb things.
I would say they're smarter in some ways. I think they know more things, but I think they're a little more naive and a little more, I don't know. I think they're a little less like street worn out there a little bit.
Totally. So I am still waiting for my daughter to do something dumb, and hopefully it's not harmful to her or other people, just so I can say, welcome to high school.
Right.
Welcome to high school.
You earned your high school card. You did your dumb high school thing.
So this next story brings the dumbness to a new level, or I guess we should say drops it down to a new low.
Yeah.
Here we go. Covina, California. Covina residents are being warned about two guys going door to door claiming that they are raising money for the Covina High football team.
I guess that's a noble cause.
Although, wouldn't you want to be raising money for COVID frontline workers? It's like you kind
of COVID football,
right? Instead of Covina football.
Covina football.
Like you got the Cove right, COVID. You got the COVID right, but you just gotta. You almost got there.
Give it a D at the end, make it nurses, and then.
But if it was COVID and these guys were doing what they were doing, you would hate them even more.
Right.
All right. Now, if it's COVID football, COVID food and relief, then fine, I'm with you. The pair got into a pickle when they unknowingly knocked on the door of one of the high school football coaches.
Whoops.
Who knew they were not members of the team. Yeah, This, by the way, this should happen in every scam. Every scam,
damn.
you should meet
The
your
moment when
maker.
the scammer gets scammed.
What do we say? What do we say the best moment of Singled Out was? That old show on MTV where you get the day is when they have to face each other, and you get the moment of she's not happy with it or he's not happy with
But
it.
it's almost better. It's the moment when there was like a This American Life story I remember where this is one of my favorite This American Lives.
Yeah.
I can't even remember when it was, but it was about a dad who thought his son was doing drugs, and so he started tapping his phone.
Yeah.
And he put the tap up.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
And the device was like in the siding of the house, up high up on the second floor of the house.
And the kid found it.
And a windstorm happened and pulled it back. And then the kid found it. So then the kid knew that the dad was tapping his phone. So the kid started trying to scam the dad.
Oh my God.
And directing his conversations. He didn't let on that he knew.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
All right. These guys,
By the way,
high school football coaches. Let's tell you what a high school football it's
Typically
like,
the biggest hard asses in any school. They
and
teach,
usually not guys with senses of
they
humor.
teach shop, they teach driver's ed, they maybe teach like one history class. They yell at kids before school for weightlifting. They yell at them after school. These are guys who act like college coaches but don't have the salary of a
or
college
the power of a college coach.
So they have all this aggression and they need to lean on kids.
They're just begging the universe to give them kids to yell at.
Right, to lean on. If they catch a couple of kids trying to scam money from their team,
Have at
boom.
'em.
I'd say the spider just caught a fly's head. All right.
Yeah.
I hope these kids like enjoy two-a-days and running stadium stairs because that's what these kids are going to do. The encounter captured on Ring video. I feel like everything is captured on Ring video nowadays, right?
I need to get one.
How has there not been a movie pitched just shot on Ring cameras, right?
Called what?
Porch Pirates.
I like it.
One of the alleged scammers told the homeowner, me and my partner, and this is the point where I was said, my partner and I, I'm
But
sorry
here's the
to
point where I'm like, maybe you are on the football team.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to correct you, bruh, but you were saying
The English majors in both of us need to have that correction.
we were raising money for Covina High School football, and we are really working hard, sir. The sir is a nice touch.
Sir, is a nice touch, but you don't have to tell us.
I'm
how
going to
hard
say
you're
this
working.
too: door to door, not the way to do things.
Not these days.
Not these days.
Nope.
And they were wearing masks. Let me just say that surgical masks. So they were wearing masks. The
Okay.
coach replied by saying, "It's funny you bring that up. I know for a fact that you guys don't go to Covina because I teach there. I'm a football coach at Covina." See, this is where I think the guy screwed up because
Yeah.
if the guy
Could have been like, oh, yeah, you guys go to Covina? Who are some of the teachers?
dragged
Who are
it
your
out of them a
teachers?
little bit
Who do
more.
you like?
Maybe ask if they heard what happened to the vice principal and
Everybody heard about what happened to Jay Fortner.
sexual reassignment. Like you could go down the road with so much stuff and force them to go on a hook and force them to answer, like literally
Wasn't that
watch them
crazy?
squirm.
Yep.
Lead them on a verbal wild goose chase.
Come on.
I know he's a football coach, but you got to get creative, right, Jay?
You can't lean on this guy too much to be creative. He's
I
not a
know.
comedian. He's a high school
Get
football
them
coach.
to feel comfortable. Make them feel like they're going to
Start
completely
taking some money out of your wallet.
big bills coming out of the wallet. Get
And
it all.
hang on a second. I got a couple more questions.
Pull up, ask
before I
some
go.
questions about the Covina High School. Maybe make it seem like they're walking out of there with all this cash and then just keep stopping and asking them questions. Scammer went on to claim that he was a running back for the football team. Wait, he claimed he was a running back after the guy said he was a coach on the team.
I don't think that's possible.
How does that happen?
If that's how it went, if that's the actual timeline, that's just sloppy. I don't know that could possibly be the
See, now this feels like a middle school prank, right? You can't triple down on your position group
I don't know.
and walk in the lion's den like that. Who do these guys think they are? The homeowner then asks them the name of the head football coach. Great question.
Good question.
See,
Watch
now
him
you
squirm.
said- Watch
Yeah.
him squirm a little bit more.
Of course, they couldn't.
No. And then they eventually left. He could have asked them a bunch more questions,
Like depth chart questions.
playbook questions.
Blocking schemes. If he's a running back, he's in the running backs room.
Pass pro. How you doing on pass pro? Who you picking up on a blitz? Like you literally have these guys do a chalk talk with these guys. Bring out a wide erase board.
Let's see what they know.
Put them through the paces.
You're never going to start on this team if you don't know the playbook.
That's right. Don't leave them until the coach has all the answers he's looking for or he's coached them up.
Were they students at the school?
Well, here's
That's
the
my
thing.
question.
Covina High School tweeted out that the incidents, I don't think they were. Are they adults who are just trying to pull this scam? Who just look, are they like the baby in Bugs Bunny who's really part of the mafia? He shaves and sweat. He looks in the room. Baby Fenster. Great actors. High class bullshitters. We knew guys in high school like that.
Yeah.
These are the guys who could pull like the fire alarm. What if they're that? The guys who can pull the fire alarm at the school, and then instead of getting suspended, they say, look, we need to know if this thing works if a real fire happens. Because you're like, yeah, we kind of do. It's called a fire drill, but until it's in action, we don't know.
Yeah.
Fox 11 has reached out to the Covina Police Department to see if they're looking into these scammers and is waiting to hear back. I mean, We have the ring footage. Do we really need anything else? What
No.
more footage? What more do we need nowadays?
I think these guys need to face a serious stiff punishment.
I think they should each have to donate $1,000 of money to the Covina football team, or clean the stands at every home game.
Or be the equipment managers who have to like make sure the jerseys and the jock straps are all clean after every
They
game.
should have to apologize after the national anthem right before every game, don't you
They
think?
should have to put their pads on, all right, and then have to return one kickoff.
With no
each of
wedge
them.
blocking.
No
None
blocking
whatsoever.
at all. Just send the team down and let them go to town on them.
Run the stairs twice every time the team is on offense. How great would that be?
Then and only then will they, I think, consider twice whether or not they're going to do this.
I just love that they got caught in the act.
You got.
It feels so satisfying because people are doing so much wrong stuff. To actually have somebody get caught doing the wrong thing and lying, it feels so good.
And it's not the worst thing in the world,
but it's
it is.
cathartic,
But
dudes.
it feels good to make the catch.
And it feels good. This is a show, guys. Stay connected, stay protected, don't get infected. We love you guys. This is not a hoax.
But we got the joke.
Please wear a mask. We'll see you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da. La-ti-da-da.